Tropical Storm Colin formed, likely as you were just waking up early this morning. Storm Team meteorologist Keenan Smith is still tracking it, and he's here now to let us know where it's headed. Hi, Keenan.
Good afternoon, Lauren. Now, right now, the very latest on Colin, well, the appearance is a touch ragged, and there's been a slight shift in the position, a slight left turn. That's important for us because we're waiting, anticipating, and forecasting a right turn, and that right turn is going to be important to keep South Florida in the clear. Now, overall, looks like the system is being impacted by shear a little bit, and that is going to impact the overall maximum speed and the development of this over the next couple of days. Here's a look at the details. Right now, Colin's at 14.2 north, 49.5 west, moving to the west now at 24 miles an hour. That, too, is a change. We had been moving to the west-northwest. Now it's more of a westerly move. 40 mile an hour maximum sustained winds, about 2,150 miles away from us here in South Florida. We expect this system to develop over the next couple of days to strengthen. However, we had been looking at strengthening this morning up to about 60 mile an hour maximum sustained winds by Wednesday. Well, because of the impact of shear being cut down to about 50 mile an hour maximum sustained winds, and we'll keep that going for Thursday and Friday. And Thursday is about the time that we expect that turn to the right, and we are still forecasting that. We're expecting a weakness to develop here in that Bermuda high to allow this system to turn to the north. But because it is a little further to the left, a little further to the south than previous, and because it's moving to the west instead of the west northwest, seeing a slight sort of rounding there. Bermuda's still going to be very concerned about this. Bermuda more so than the Bahamas, and of course the Bahamas more so than South Florida, but a slight westward movement of the forecast cone. Still, though, pretty good agreement by the models that this is where things are going. Right now, and you can see that we do have the cluster here of clouds indicating the circulation, and we also have the models taking this all in pretty good agreement. You do have a bit of an outlier that looks like it's just a hang-on, perhaps, but you can see where we do have some convergence here. Things are going pretty well, and then we get some divergence. The stronger system, a stronger tropical storm Colin would make this sort of sharper turn here. A weaker system would make a more roundabout curve here. And remember that outlier I mentioned, the one that sort of seemed set apart from everyone else, perhaps not initialized the same way because it didn't start where everyone else is? Well, that's this one. So I don't want you to see this and go, oh my goodness, it's headed towards South Florida. That's the outlier, the one that we think might be just having a bit of a problem. And at this point, none of the models are forecasting this to become a hurricane. All of them are sticking with tropical storm strength, and again with that shear, even some of them weakening it just a touch. We're going to continue